In today's lesson, we shall see cell division during gamete formation. It's very important. You must know the type of cell division. Okay. Cell division. You know the type of cell division. There are two types of cell division. One is mitotic cell division and another cell is called meiotic cell division. It's also called reduction division. We shall see which type of cell division takes place during gamete formation. Okay. In heterogametic species, two types of gametes are formed. That is, the male gamete and the female gamete. The male gamete we usually call sperm, or in lower organisms it is also called antherozoid. The female gamete is called egg or ovum. Okay. So during sexual reproduction, two types of gametes are formed in heterogametic species. You must remember a very important point, that is, gametes are always haploid. Haploid means consists of only one set of chromosomes. Okay. Now we shall see the gametes and the type of cell division in different groups of plant kingdom. Okay. And in animals. If the parent plant body is haploid, then gametes are produced by mitotic cell division. A very important point for neat examination. So listen carefully. When the parent body is haploid, say we come across in lower organisms like monirans or some algae, very good examples, fungi and bryophytes. The plant body itself is haploid. There is a diagram of Mercantia. Mercantia showing male and female plant. So the plant body of bryophyte or Mercantia is haploid. The sex organ in bryophytes, as you know, is antheridia, the male sex organ. Archegonia, the female sex organ. Okay. The plant body is haploid. Naturally, the chances of meiosis is not there. So the antheridial, the gametes are formed by repeated mitotic division. Similarly, the ovum. So very important point. In plants like algae, fungi, bryophytes, during gamete formation, the mitotic division takes place. Okay. Next. If the parent plant body is diploid, say for example, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. In these, the plant body or the main body is a sporophyte. Okay? The cells are diploid. Okay? In diploid organisms, during gamete formation, the reduction division takes place or meiosis takes place. The gametes formed are haploid. So, in pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, during formation of gamete, meiosis takes place. Okay. Then, what about in animals? In diploid animals, you take example human being. In human beings, the reduction division takes place during gamete formation. You have studied the human reproduction in detail and also spermatogenesis and oogenesis in detail. So during spermatogenesis, the sperms are formed. During oogenesis, the egg or the ovum is formed. So both are haploid. Okay. Then a very important term is there. Meiocyte. Define meiocyte, or what are meiocytes? The diploid cells which undergo meiosis are called meiocytes. We also call gamete mother cell. What is gamete mother cell? The cell which undergoes meiosis or reduction division is called meiocyte. Okay. Here also the gametes contain haploid number of chromosomes, maybe sperm or the egg contain haploid number of chromosomes. Okay. Now I am showing a table. You see the table? Very important table for NEET or CET examination. One question is definitely appear. Okay. In the table, the first column is name of the organism is there. In the second column, chromosome number in meiocyte. Meiocyte means 2n diploid number. And in the column third, chromosome number in gamete is there. That is n number. Okay. Now we shall examine one by one. Say for example, what is the chromosome number in meiocyte of human being or Homo sapiens? In Homo sapiens, the diploid number is 46. When meiosis takes place, the gametes contain half the number of meiocyte, that is 23. The sperm or the egg contain only 23 chromosomes. What about in housefly? In housefly, the diploid number or the meiocyte contain only 12 chromosomes. What about the chromosome number in the gametes? Gametes contain only 6 chromosomes. Okay. Then, see the rat. The rat contains how many chromosomes? Its chromosome number in gamete is 21. Gametic number is 21. Then the diploid number is 42. 2n equals 42. Okay. Then you see the dog. How many chromosomes are there in the dog? Each meiocyte or diploid cell contain 78 chromosomes. In dog, 2n equals 78. The gametic number is 39. Okay. What about in case of cat? In cat, the gametic number is 19. The gametes contain 19 chromosomes. What about the chromosome number in case of diploid cells? 38. Okay. One more important animal is there, that is fruit fly. Fruit fly, you know, the scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster. Its diploid number is 8. Means each cell contains only 8 chromosomes. When meiosis takes place, the gametes contain only 4 chromosomes. It means each cell contains 4 chromosomes. The sperm or the egg. Okay. Drosophila melanogaster is a very important animal because most of the genetic works in animals is carried out on this animal. Hence, this is called Queen of Genetics, Cinderella of Genetics. So we have seen some animals diploid number and the haploid chromosome number. Okay. Now, let us see some plants as per your book. Ophioglasm. The plant Ophioglasm is commonly called fern. Why we call fern? It belongs to pteridophyte. In case of Ophioglasm, the gametic cells contain 630 chromosomes. The sperm 630, the egg 630 chromosomes. What about the myocyte or the diploid number? 1260. Remember, the Ophioglasm contains highest chromosome number in the plant kingdom. Okay. What about onion? Look here. In your textbook, the wrong number is given. Okay. In case of onion, the myocyte or diploid number is 16. In your book, it is printed as 32. It is wrong. 2n equals 16. Very important point. What about the gametes? The gametes contain only 8 chromosomes. In maize plant, no, maize means geomes. The gametic number is 10. The gametic number is at 10. The diploid number is 20. 2n equals 20. Then the onion, scientific name, Allium cepa. Okay. Maize, geomes. In rice plant, rice means what you call? Paddy. The scientific name of paddy is Oryza sativa. In case of rice plant, the diploid number is 24. But the gametic number is 12. Only 12. What about in apple? In case of apple, the diploid cell or myocyte contains 34 chromosomes. That is 2n equals 34. The gametic number is n equals 70. Then the last plant, potato, Solanum tuberosum. Belongs to the family Solanaceae. 2n equals 48. The gametic number is 24. Okay. You must practice, or even You may by heart this table. So, one important thing is you remember either haploid or diploid number. Don't remember both, otherwise it may lead to confusion. Okay, so we have seen as some animals and plants chromosome numbers. So in which plant the lowest chromosome number is found in the plant kingdom? It's a general knowledge question. Haplopappus gracilis. A plant belongs to the family Asteraceae. What is the chromosome number? 2n equals only 4. N equals 2. What about the least chromosome number in case of animal kingdom? The animal Ascaris megalocephala, variety univalens, a parasite we call roundworm of horse, which contain least chromosome number in plant animal kingdom, that is 2n equals 2. Each cell contains how many chromosomes? Only 2 chromosomes. Okay, so that's all about the meiocyte and gametic number of different organisms. Once again, the table is very important. Okay, next we shall see next gamete transfer. Now, pre-fertilization events includes gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Okay. During gametogenesis, gametes are formed. Now, we have seen the gametogenesis, or we have studied the gametogenesis. Next subheading is gamete transfer. We know that during sexual reproduction, the gametes are formed. The male and female gametes are formed. The male gamete we call the sperm. The female gamete we call the egg or the ovum. In the process of sexual reproduction, after the formation of gametes, they must be brought nearer each other. That is, the male and female gamete must nearer each other. For what? For fertilization. How it happens? This takes place by gamete transfer. That is, during sexual reproduction, gamete transfer is necessary for fertilization. Okay. Now, we have studied different groups of organisms like algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms and even some animals. Okay? In majority of organisms, the male gamete is motile. The female gamete is non-motile. What is the meaning of this sentence? The male gamete is motile means having cilia or flagella, whereas the female gamete is non-motile. Non-motile means the cilia or flagella absent. Okay. In some fungi, both the gametes are motile. A neat point. In some fungi, not all. Okay. Now, if we consider the group algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes. In algae, during sexual reproduction, the male gamete is formed, we call the antherozoid, or we may call the sperm, which is motile. In case of Chlamydomonas, the gametes formed are similar, isogametes. Both of them have cilia. You refer the diagram. Both male and female gametes have cilia. A very important point. In case of bryophytes, in bryophytes, the male gamete we call sperm, which is haploid, having cilia or flagella, which is produced in antheridia. In pteridophytes, also male sex organ called antheridia, the female called archegonia. Both in bryophyte and pteridophytes, the male sex organ we call antheridia and the female sex organ called archegonia. Antheridia produce the sperms. Sperms are ciliated or flagellated. Whereas the egg or the ovum is produced in the archegonium. That is, in the venter region we come across the egg or the ovum. It is non-motile. It means the sperm must transfer and it should reach the egg or the ovum. How this takes place? Since The male gamete having cilia. For the movement, water is necessary for gamete transfer. Then fertilization takes place. In bryophytes, pteridophytes, and in algae, water is essential medium for the transfer of male gamete. Okay, a very important point for NEET or CET examination. Because of this reason only, the distribution of bryophytes, pteridophytes, and algae are limited. That is, in dry area, we find only limited species. Okay? Large number of male gametes after formed in bryophytes or pteridophytes fail to reach the female gamete. Okay. Because of this reason, the number of male gametes formed or produced are more when compared to the female gametes. It means male gametes are formed in large number, the female gametes are formed in less number. Very important, notable point. Okay. Now we have seen the transfer of gamete in lower organisms like algae, bryophyte, pteridophytes, and fungi. What about in seed plants? Seed plants means gymnosperms and angiosperms. You know that in gymnosperms, the pollen grain are the carriers of male gamete. A very important point. Even in angiosperms, the male gamete is produced in the pollen grain. Ovule got the egg in angiosperms. Okay. Now, in bisexual self-fertilizing plants, you take example pea, botany, Pisum sativum. Self-pollination takes place. Pollinating agent is not necessary because both the stamen and the pistil are near each other. Okay. The pollination takes place, pollen grains deposit on the stigmatic surface. What about in cross-pollinating agents? Plants. In cross-pollinating plants, pollination is necessary for the transfer of pollen grains to the stigma. Okay. When pollination takes place, the pollen grains are deposited on the stigmatic surface. Then, if the pollen is compatible, pollen germinate on stigma. You are going to conduct one experiment. Pollen germination on stigma in your practical class. Okay. Pollen germinate on stigma. How it germinate? The inner intine comes through the germ pore of pollen grain and develops pollen tube. Now the generative nucleus divides and forms two male gametes. What is the function of pollen tube? It carries the male gametes. It carries the male gametes because the sperms are non-motile. Then there is the ovule. In animals, we have seen the plants. What about in animals? How the gametes are transferred? Of course, in hermaphrodite animals, both the male and female gametes are nearer each other. What about in dioecious animals? In dioecious animals, for transfer of male gametes, special mechanism have evolved. Say, through sex organ, the gametes are transferred. Okay. So that's all about the gamete transfer. Now you see the slide showing fusion of similar gametes. Then the zygote formation, the new individual form that is developed from zygote. Even germinating pollen on stigma. You can see now the pollen grain which is germinating. Okay. So that's all in this class. Thank you. Okay.